Matthew Lawrence recently rewatched Boy Meets World for the first in more than 20 years. Matthew joined his brothers Joey and Andrew Lawrence at 90s Florida on Friday, September 13th, where he reveals to people that he had never revisited his hit ABC sitcom until recently. Matthew, 44, who recently joined former castmates Danielle Fishel, Wilfred and Ryder Strong for the rewatch podcast Pod Meets World, tells people that of course he keeps in touch with co-stars. "I love everybody from that show." In preparation for his fun time with Fishel, 43, Friedel, 48, and Strong, 44, he had to revisit the series for the first time in over 2 decades. "I hadn't seen any episodes since we wrapped, in, like 2000, he admitted. Boy Meets World premiered in September 1993 and wrapped in May 2000. "So, knowing I was going to be on, I had to rewatch some episodes and I was actually I kind of pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised, but I really enjoyed it," Lawrence says. "I was expecting to be like, oh, wow, this is outdated." But he admits the show really held up. "I was impressed with all the performances from the cast, and the jokes were funny," he adds. "I was laughing." Matthew starred as Friedel's college roommate and Strong's older, long-lost half-brother, Jack Hunter, in the series from seasons 5 through 7. Earlier Friday, the three brothers spoke on a panel moderated by People's Dory Jackson to discuss their close bond and stability as child actors in their family unit. "Our parents are great," Joey, 48, said. "We had our grandparents with us a lot and we really had a large group that was constantly traveling and insulating and made it about the work. The work was primarily a hobby, treated like travel baseball or sports for a lot of kids. It was never life." Their mom maintained a sense of normalcy for the trio, Joey said. "She kept me enrolled in my private school back in Philly. When Andy was born she took Matt and I out of the business for 3 years. He explained. "It was always a hobby, never our lives. Our life we lived." That perspective really kept the perspective right for us, so the successes and failures never predicated our success and failure as a human being. Although they had more than a few projects under their belts, Matthew and Joey actually shared a room complete with bunk beds until Joey was 16. "I think Joe had enough when I convinced my mom to get a dog and the dog was in the room sleeping with me," Matthew said with a laugh. "There were other things, too," Joey added. "I was 16. I needed to have a little space." 90s Florida is occurring through Sunday, September 15th, at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida.